Hi, my name is Lawrence, also known as Larry, also known as... I'm going to be talking about a guy named Frank Otto for my language arts class, but because it's a group assignment, my friend named Lilia helped me with some of the research and stuff, and she reviewed my script for me. So let's give a million rounds of applause to Lilia. Frank Otto was a Jewish guy who was born on May 12, 1889 in a place called Landau, and when he was a kid learned important life-altering skills like learning how to play instruments and riding horses. But then he began to drift off the path of righteousness and started learning about far more trivial and irrelevant and superfluous matters like economics. Ew! Let's all give a million rounds of booing and raspberry blowing for economics. He traveled to New York and worked at Macy's for a little bit, but he had to go back to his hometown of Landau after his father passed away. Then World War I happened and he got drafted into the Imperial German Army with his siblings. But after the war, he got promoted to a lieutenant and married a woman named Edith Hollander. And after that, he decided to move away from Germany. And it turned out that all the time he spent studying economics worked out after all, because he began to create a business where he would sell spices and herbs for money. And he was making some pretty good
passive income
for a while, but Nazis had to ruin everything, like they always do. So after Nazis started invading the Netherlands and spreading their anti-Semitism and bigotry and unnecessary levels of violence all over the place, Frank Otto went into hiding with his wife. They went into this bunker shack type thing titled the Secret Annex, and living in the Secret Annex was like slipping on a banana peel and falling down a staircase of bricks, and after you fall down the flight of stairs, there's a springboard, and the springboard launches you through the roof of your house, and when you're flying through the air, you get struck by lightning 7 times, and then you land into an active volcano, and the volcano erupts, and it sends you barreling towards your house, but right before you land in the hole in the roof of your house created by the springboard, you get hit by an airplane, and you hold on for dear life on the airplane, and the plane flies all the way to Australia, and now you're homeless and getting bit by spiders. It was pretty inconvenient, but unfortunately, the Nazis found Otto and his family in the Secret Annex and sent them to Nazi death camps, where Frank Otto was the sole survivor of this incident. That's actually just bad. There isn't really a joke I can make about this. The only silver lining here is the fact that Otto still had Anne Frank's diary, and if you don't know who Anne Frank is, that's Frank Otto's daughter. During this whole debacle, Anne Frank had been writing in her diary about the events that transpired. So in order to memorialize his family and the horrors of World War II, Frank Otto published his daughter's diary in an attempt to stop history from repeating itself. Now I'm going to tell you 3 fun facts about Frank Otto because that's one of the requirements for this assignment. Frank Otto worked at a company that made horseshoes. Frank Otto worked at a company that made spices and herbs. When he was a little boy, he learned how to ride horses and play instruments. So yeah, Frank Otto was a pretty important guy because he memorialized World War II and the Holocaust, and because of that, history probably won't repeat itself as fast. So I hope you liked Lilia and I's presentation. Our sources were history.co.uk, the Washington Post, and annefrank.org. Give us an A+, pretty please. Goodbye.